him up. He said, I promise you, we are playing. I swear to God. I swear to God. You up. You and your wife. You up.
This is video of Russell Westbrook talking with security during the second quarter last night. It came just minutes after a screaming match with Shane Kiesel, a fan in the first few rows.
No.
Young man and his wife in the stands told me to get down on my knees like he used to. And for me, that's just completely disrespectful.
Russ is just F-bombing and carrying on, acting a fool down here, and everybody's getting on him.
Kiesel went too far, and he's not the only Jazz fan to do so.
I've heard the N-word, I've heard black.
The Jazz banned Keisel after reviewing video from last night's game and interviewing witnesses.
Hello, and welcome to Sports Vaults, presented by D.A.T.A. Productions, uncovering the untold, lost, and forgotten files of the sports world. March 11th, 2019, in Salt Lake City, Utah. Star Oklahoma City Thunder player Russell Westbrook and a Utah Jazz fan, Shane Kiesel, would find themselves in a racial, trash-talking altercation, which took place courtside during the game. Westbrook said he was verbally attacked with racial slurs, while Kiesel and his wife was threatened by Westbrook. The Utah Jazz fans have historically been known to be racist towards incoming NBA teams, but anyone in 2021 realizes that race is a huge pain point in our society. So why would this fan take it upon himself to attack Westbrook? Maybe, just maybe, this altercation between Brodie and this fan was staged. Staged as in WWE scripted fan interaction staged, but with a derogatory twist, unfortunately. Was this altercation staged, continuing the portrayal of Westbrook as being the heel of the NBA? When looking at how the WWE stars interact with fans on a fabricated level inciting conflict, maybe John Cena was telling the truth after all.
Why did ESPN get a host from the WWE? It's rigged. Did I just spoil the surprise for some of the people? It's scripted entertainment. What we do is fake, right? So I know what you're thinking. Me hosting the ESPYs, that's crazy. Or maybe we have more in common than you think.
Maybe other professional sports aren't too different from the WWE, having babyfaces and heels, or protagonists and antagonists. They are all a part of a well-formulated script. Today, I will show you how the Russell Westbrook vs. Shane Kiesel scandal was nothing short of a staged event trying to racially divide the population using numerical sorcery in sports. But to see this for yourself, you must understand the spiritual alphanumerical system known as Gematria. Gematria is a numerological system by which Hebrew letters correspond to numbers, but we will be utilizing the English alphabet for our decoding today. So, in simple terms, ABC equals 1, 2, 3. This system, developed by practitioners of Kabbalah, Jewish mysticism, derived from Greek influence and became a tool for interpreting biblical texts. One can then calculate the numerical value of a word by adding together the values of each letter in it. In the realm of biblical interpretation, commentators based an argument on numerological equivalence of words. If a word's numerical value equals that of another word, a commentator might draw a connection between these two words and the verses in which they appear and use this to prove a larger conceptual conclusion. Gematria is essential to Kabbalah, the Jewish mystical tradition. The very basis of the Kabbalistic cosmological system rests on the beliefs that God created the universe through letters, numbers, and words. Indeed, the many names of God and their permutations in Kabbalah have numerical values that are believed to contain potent power. And for numerology, it is a study of numbers in your life. You can uncover information about the world and also each individual person by using numerology. Numerology is seen as a universal language of numbers. So when you add Gematria and numerology together, you have a powerful combination of occult knowledge to work with while breaking down games. There are many different ciphers one can use, but the top 4 we will be using are the English ordinal, ABC equals 1, 2, 3, its reverse, where Z equals 1 and A equals 26, Then we have the pure English reduction ciphers, or otherwise called the Pythagorean cipher, which is A equals 1 all the way to I equals 9. Then it resets at J equaling 1, K equals 2, and so on, and then it's reverse. So how I can make these calculations really quick and really easy is going to gematrianator.com. It has all the different ciphers you can use. It starts with the top 4 ciphers that we primarily will use on this page, but it can get even deeper with that with other ciphers. So go check this out once you want to do your own research. Thank you to Derek, the creator of the Gematrianator website. Go check out his YouTube channel, Gematrianator85. Or you can have the Gematria calculator on the app. That's from Zachary K. Hubbard. That will help you with your research as well. Shout out to Zachary K. Hubbard for waking me up to the scripting not only in sports, but in regular day society. Check out his YouTube channels, Gematria Effect News and Gematria Effect Sports. This may be confusing at first, but this is a systematic code that was created thousands of years ago. And to put it bluntly, religion is a major part of our world. The elite ruling class have been using sport since the Roman times to cast spells and captivate the population. If you watch my Uncut Gems movie breakdown, I get into it a bit more. But do your own research and come to your own conclusions after doing your own research, because this is what I have done. Important message to all my subscribers and supporters. The esoteric knowledge I am bringing to light within the sports world is being censored. Please subscribe to my email list as noted in the description or comment section below to stay connected for updates in the case I get taken down from a censorship purge. Now back to the breakdown. The altercation between Russell Westbrook and Shane Kiesel happened on March 11th, 2019, a very special date for the National Basketball Association. Time and time again, the NBA will cast rituals out on this date to invoke certain emotions on the masses. March 11th can be written as 11-3, much like 113. The National Basketball Association equals 113 in reduction. The Oklahoma City Thunder were visiting the Utah Jazz, where Utah Jazz equals 113 in English ordinal. The Utah Jazz are the only team in the NBA that equals to 113. So, more often than not, the Jazz have been a part of some of the biggest events in NBA history. Michael Jordan's flu game, Kobe Bryant's last game, and Rudy Gobert getting the CV illness and shutting the NBA down on, you guessed it, March 11th, 2020, exactly 1 year later. 113 is also the 30th prime, which connects to slavery as it equals 30 in reduction, while the N-word equals 30 in reverse reduction. Westbrook was 30 years old at the time. These same two words also equal 42 in the respective ciphers. Racial slur and courtside both equal 42 in reduction and also 114 in ordinal. 42 is significant for Westbrook because he broke Oscar Robertson's triple-double record with 42 in a season. Oscar Robertson holds the all-time record for 181 triple-doubles in a career, and 181 is the 42nd prime. Lastly, slavery and the N-word equal 102 in the respective ciphers, which connects to the words directing profanity, which equals 102 in reverse reduction, and banter, which is the English word for trash talking, equals 102 in reverse ordinal as well, which both individuals in the conflict were doing. It's one thing to have one player and one fan involved in the stage altercation. But when the NBA starts scripting eyewitnesses into the mockery, it starts to get crazy, complex, and mind-blowing. March 11, 2019 has date numerology of 53, and this game took place in Salt Lake City, Utah, which equals 53 in reduction. Another fan who witnessed the incident, Cedric Williams, was interviewed by a local Utah news station, unraveling the story from his point of view. Crazy enough, the witness's first name Cedric, Westbrook's nickname Brodie, and the term race card all equal 53 in ordinal and 35 in reduction, in which 53 and 35 are numerical mirrors of each other. In the interview, Cedric shows the camera his ticket stubs and where he sat while witnessing the conflict. Cedric sat in seat 17, in which the only difference between race card, Brodie, and Cedric is that seat 17 equals 35 in reverse reduction. These seats were also located in the Toyota Club, which equals 35 in reduction and 55 in reverse reduction, just like the term race card. Staying on the number 55, Westbrook versus fan and racist Jazz fan both equal 55 in reduction. They also match with the number 80 in reverse reduction. The Portal N entrance was also on the ticket. Portal N and Vivint, the Jazz Arena, both equaled 96 in ordinal, 33 in reduction, and 39 in reverse reduction. Being that this was a racially charged event, I'm sure there is no coincidence that Cedric had Portal N on his ticket, like the N-word. Oklahoma City ended up winning the game 98-89. Russell Brodie Westbrook equals 98 in reduction. Oklahoma City versus Utah Jazz equals 89 in reduction. And Thunder versus Utah Jazz equals 89 in reverse reduction. The sum points total was 187. Racist spectator equals 187 in ordinal. But to close this out and prove that this altercation was a staged event encoded with numerical synchronicities, you must look at the number 63, which is very apparent in Russell Westbrook's life. Russell Westbrook equals 63 in reduction, and he is also 6 foot and 3 inches tall. And when connecting Westbrook to this racially charged event, the term racism equals 63 in ordinal, which is the exact same as Jazz. Both equal 45 as well. But the biggest 63 of all is that the racist fan Shane Kiesel equals 63 in reverse reduction. And he also equals 45 in reduction, which means he was specifically picked to act out these theatrics with Westbrook, just like the WWE. What's your take on this topic? Do you think the NBA staged this altercation between a fan and athlete for dark entertainment? Let me know your thoughts below in the comments. Like and subscribe for more investigation content like this. This was Sports Vaults, presented by D.A.T.A. Productions. See you next time.